When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Denmark. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man. It's Denmark. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Complete downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this defense taking one sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And a nice play by the defense. 30 short, you're thinking. Most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just triples to the ground.
And your goal of the defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Saunders. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to...
Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback channeling his inner John football?
Man, John football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
There he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Dropping back, it's Reed. It's complete to the right. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Denmark. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Ivy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. The throw. Got it in the middle with Saunders. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities, and the returner will be knocked down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. When you absolutely have to have a play, use that big body slant to move the chains on fourth down.
Yeah, fourth and short. I mean, you got to know the ball's coming out quick as a defense, but wins really quickly inside with the slant, catches the football, and picks up even more yards after the catch. Nice timing by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rifles it down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. To throw, it's Reed. Trying to set up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Wants to throw on third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
29, Penn State, 7.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The kick is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Snagged in the middle, it's Bussey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
That's caught. It's Bussey. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
All right, let's get it.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. DB's right up on the receivers. The RPO, it's complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Back to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Rides the back on the option to give. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Finding open areas. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to pass. It's Reed. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Gives it on the option. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug.